All right. Hello, everyone joining us from home. And hello for those joining us in person today. Our first hybrid event, I think, of since COVID, so 19 months without really seeing people. So for those of you joining us at home, if you see me looking around, it is because we do have a few members of our organizing team and a special guest with us here today at EPICentre. But welcome to the official kickoff of Global Entrepreneurship Week and the first ever Founders Week YQG, soon to be the largest entrepreneurial event of WindsorEssex. So a big version, we don't want to be too loud, but we're excited to kick things off. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Yvonne Pilon, the President and CEO of WEtech Alliance, one of the proud partnering organizations bringing Founders Week YQG to you this week, November 8th through the 13th. So while this event is a virtual event, we would like to respectfully acknowledge that the land on which we gather today is the territories of the Three Fires Confederacy of the First Nation, comprised of the Ojibwe, the Adawa, and the Potawatomi peoples. We are grateful to work, learn, and live in this region. Founders Week is a very, very unique collaboration between entrepreneurial support organizations. So as I was sharing earlier, this is not about one organization. This is 4 organizations: WEtech Alliance, the WindsorEssex Small Business and Entrepreneurship Center, the EPICentre, and the Genesis Entrepreneur Innovation Center coming together to put this really great week together. This week will bring together not 50, not 100, not 200, but over 250 entrepreneurs, innovators, change makers, local leaders, support organizations, and community to celebrate, educate, and connect and build momentum and opportunities around WindsorEssex's regional startup community. The inaugural Founders Week will feature 30 workshops, fireside chats, and networking sessions. Over 50 speakers will be engaged across the region in Canada. We're hosting 2 health and wellness sessions and 3 just for fun sessions, and offering 4 free local perks, including free coffee and donuts from local founders and small businesses. So for those of you tuning in or in person, you would have received an email last night at 7 p.m. with all the redemptions. So we've got free coffee from Turbo Espresso Bar, Anchor Coffee Bar, free coffee packs from Infinite Nutrition Canada, and for those who love vegan donuts, a free donut from Plant Joy, which is, I know, a big fave locally. So in planning Founders Week YQG Beta, we had one goal in mind, and that goal was very, very simple. It was putting founders first. Everything about this week, we tried to make it as local as possible. This includes the giveaways, the speakers, the moderators, the perks, right down to the shirt, which is hard a bit to see, that I'm wearing today. And you're hearing this word beta. What does that word mean? Why did we call it Founders Week YQG Beta? Well, as we all remember, in-person events, handshakes, and even wearing, regular clothes to the office, just like many of you, from whether you're joining us here today or at home, we're still trying to figure out what this new normal is. So bear with us as we may have experienced some hiccups throughout the week. We would absolutely love Founders Week to become and turn into this annual summer party in person. And that is why we are really going to use this year and take the opportunity as much as possible to listen, to connect, and engage with our startup community, and really beta test this new concept. So if you're out and about this week, please let us know what you're loving, what you think we can do, bring to this event next year. Again, this is your event, entrepreneurs. This is your opportunity to help craft what will become a Founders Week YQG in the future. So whether you're attending one event or 30 events or all 30 events, your feedback is important to us. So we have put together a survey, and please, after every session, you can complete it for your chance to win a $50 Welcome to Windsor Visa gift card. But this feedback will allow us to better plan not only weeks like this, but entrepreneurial planning across the WindsorEssex region. So my remarks are almost done, I promise, but we would not be able to do a week like this without amazing partners and sponsors. So I do want to give a moment to recognize them now. So first up, we have the Government of Ontario, St. Clair College Alumni Association, the Job Shop, Libro Credit Union, Workforce WindsorEssex, Baker Tilly Windsor LLP, Alpha Core Group, WindsorEssex, and our 4 key partners: EPICentre, WindsorEssex Small Business and Entrepreneurship Center, Genesis Entrepreneurship Center, and WEtech Alliance. For those tuning in this morning, please continue to tell your family and friends about this week. Registration will remain open all week long, and as always, registration will remain 100% free. Finally, let's make sure everyone knows that Founders Week YQG is where it's at this week on social media. So be sure to share your hashtag Founders Week YQG experience on Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform you're on. I'm not on TikTok, so I'll need help there. We've even made really awesome Founders Week YQG gifts powered by another local startup, Red Piston. So you can easily search that on Giphy or go to Instagram and just tag search WEtech Alliance. It is now my pleasure to introduce the director of EPICentre, Wen Teo, to bring remarks on behalf of the EPICentre and also to introduce our special guest. So Wen. We are.
Okay, thank you, Yvonne. Good morning, everyone. For those of you who come here and join us, it's my pleasure to have all of you here. This is our first in-person event in 20 years. So what's a better way to celebrate that than to have a very special guest, Minister Nina Tangri, with us today to kick off this Founders Week YQG Beta Week. So without any further ado, I want to introduce you to our special guest. Minister Nina Tangri is a member of Provincial Parliament for Mississauga-Streetsville and Ontario's Associate Minister of Small Business and Red Tape Reduction. Nina is an entrepreneur and small business owner with over 30 years experience in financial management. Before entering politics, she successfully ran her own insurance company. Nina was first elected as the MPP for Mississauga-Streetsville in 2018. In June 2019, she was appointed Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade with a mandate to focus on economic development and expansion in Ontario's world-class life sciences ecosystem. In her new role as Minister, Nina is committed to growing Ontario's small business community and supporting the province's recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. Her greatest community achievements include serving as Vice Chair on the Board of Directors at the Credit Valley Hospital in Mississauga and was a Cabinet Minister of Erin Oak Kids. She received the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Award for her dedicated volunteer work. Nina and her husband Ashwani have 3 sons, 2 grandchildren, and a family dog named Stark. So please join me and welcome Minister Tangri to the stage.
Thank you so much, Gwen, and everyone for that lovely, kind introduction. And very, very good morning to all of you, those of you virtually and here in person. But it really is, I'm so pleased to be here in Windsor to kick off the inaugural Founders Week YQG in celebration of Global Entrepreneurship Week. Although we are meeting virtually and in person, so this great hybrid model, it really is inspiring to see so many entrepreneurs, innovators, change makers, and leaders coming together to support and learn from each other. I do want to first express my gratitude for the work being done by everyone who is joining us here today, and those of you who will be joining throughout the week as well. Small businesses are the heart of our neighborhoods and the economic foundations of our communities. Here in Ontario, they represent more than 97% of all businesses. They're risk takers, innovators, and self-motivated entrepreneurs like so many of you here today. It was really inspiring when I came in and listening to you to talk about all of the local entrepreneurs that are providing breakfast and celebrating today and partnershiping here to put all of this together. It really is inspiring for you to make the effort to really shop local and to be very local in today's event. But we do know how important innovation and entrepreneurship is to the growth of our economy. That's why we launched Invest Ontario, which is a new agency that's going to promote the province as a key investment destination, making Ontario more competitive while sending a strong signal to investors that the province is open for business. And we are continuing our work with industry and organizations like yours to understand the related investment opportunities as well as the barriers to growth. There's no doubt the pandemic has been the toughest hurdle most business owners have ever had to face, and that challenge does continue. We're so proud of the many Ontario companies that have demonstrated incredible resilience and success over the past 19 months. So many have really stepped up and pivoted their technology and expertise to provide pandemic-related solutions. As we know, you're counting on your government to help you pivot, to scale, and to succeed into the future. One way we're doing this is by modernizing and streamlining Ontario's rules and regulations. Unnecessary regulatory burdens can stifle the entrepreneurial spirit and grind businesses to a halt. That's why I was very proud to introduce our government's 7th Red Tape Reduction Bill last month, and it's called the Supporting People and Businesses Act. The bill contains broad-based initiatives that cut across multiple ministries to reduce the cost of doing business in Ontario while making life easier for people right across our province. It takes a responsible and forward-thinking approach to burden reduction, one where we can prioritize innovation and modernization, but not compromising what Ontarians collectively value, which is our health, our safety, and of course, our environment. The bill's sensible reductions to red tape will help more businesses staff up and grow thanks to lower costs and modern compliance options. To date, our government has taken over 300 actions to reduce red tape, and if passed, this act would take that number to over 400. We continue to work hard to help small businesses succeed by taking strategic action and making smart investments that will pay off for you and our economy. As documented in our 2021 Burden Reduction Report, we have reduced Ontario's total number of regulatory compliance requirements by 6.5% over the first 3 years of our government. Businesses, nonprofits, municipalities, universities and colleges, school boards, and hospitals have saved over $373 million in annual regulatory compliance costs since June of 2018. We've all seen just how devastating the pandemic has been on the global economy. However, it has presented some new ways of doing business through online platforms and digital sales. Before the pandemic, about 60% of Ontario's small businesses had a website, while only 7% had an online payment solution. That's why in 2020-2021, we invested in what we call the Digital Main Street program. This has helped more than 20,000 businesses across the province increase their digital presence. Last week, as part of our Ontario Fall Economic Statement, we announced our new Small Business Digitization Action Plan. Under this plan, we're extending and enhancing the Digital Main Street initiative by investing $40 million into the program to better position businesses by offering grants, technical training, digital resources, and one-on-one help offered by our digital service squads. The program's expansion is expected to help an additional 36,000 businesses over the next 2 years. As part of the action plan, we'll continue to support young entrepreneurs through an investment of $1 million to the Futurepreneurship Canada program. Our government is also investing $10 million over the next 2 years to create a new small business digitization competence center. The competence center will provide small businesses with training and support for emerging equipment and processes and help companies understand the benefits of digital adoption. Together with businesses, entrepreneurs, and innovators, the Government of Ontario is working to develop a sustainable and diverse economy, one that brings top talent, business, and investment to our province. I know you have a very busy week ahead, and I'd like to wish you a successful conference and really look forward to seeing you again next year to celebrate Global Entrepreneurship Week. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm getting buzzed a lot with my my Apple Watch here, so I think we've got some activity on social media. So we've got I call it the is it the wizard behind the what's the Wizard of Oz scene? We've got our director of marketing just behind us doing a lot of posting and stuff like that. So keep it up. If you're tweeting, please let not only WindsorEssex know, let the world know what's going on here. And I do want to just thank the minister for joining us today. And again, as we said before, the stars have aligned for Minister Nina Tangri to join us today to kick this important week off. And as it complements so well of what the province of Ontario is doing. And I can attest, because there actually is a Minister of Finance doing a session here today on what the investment from the province of Ontario has meant to WEtech Alliance as a regional innovation center. In fact, most of the organizations here were sparked by the investment in innovation, technology, and entrepreneurship. So thank you to your government, as well as Digital Main Street. We brought about $1.2 million in investment to this region through the Digital Main Street Future Proof program. So that has been amazing, and we're still seeing. In fact, I believe if I read in the Windsor Star, WindsorEssex has about 80% of its small businesses online. So we've got a pretty high digital adoption rate here in WindsorEssex. So with that, we know there's still work to be done, but we have a full week. Again, 30+ sessions. But coming up next, we have a cybersecurity and law workshop at 10 a.m. So if you are looking to learn more about cybersecurity and law, please tune in. You can get the whole schedule through Sched. So this is a platform we're leveraging. So you can customize your own schedule and get event reminders. For those of you, if you're going, where is the video stream? All streams will be available 10 minutes before the session begins through the Sched platform. So, but if you have any questions, check your emails, because you'll see Shreya's email address, nice big there, in case you need to troubleshoot. Also, we have 2 signature events coming up this week. One is the Founder Week YQG Town Hall, where we're going to gather entrepreneurs and ecosystem partners to listen and connect with entrepreneurs. And then Friday, we're doing something really different when we think about entrepreneur. We always hear about successes. We're having and hosting our first ever failure night. So this is an opportunity. We're going to talk about mistakes, and I'm sure we'll probably talk about some of the mistakes we made this week, but that will be a really great event where we're bringing together 6 regional founders to talk about their mistakes, but more importantly, what they learned from those mistakes. So with that, happy official kickoff. Let's have an awesome week. And again, thank you to everyone, whether you're an entrepreneur, support organization leader, anyone who helped play a small or big part in this week. The success is shared. So thank you, and we'll see you all week long. Take care.